Say my love. Thank you very much for joining me today on this day of, well, England play at Denmark tonight at Wembley. So that is how excited I am about today. I am beside myself. I am on the right to myself and I'm on to the left of myself. I'm very, very excited. I woke up like a kid at Christmas today. I know that we've got 8 o'clock coming. I know it can be tense, but I've got belief that it's coming home. Hopefully. So yes, guys, today is England versus Denmark, but before that we've got a little bit of FIFA to play. I got some I got to get myself up a rivals game. Haven't played FIFA properly in a month now. For the first time I played weekend league in a month, not because I wanted to necessarily. I needed a break, I think, but it was a forced break. Now, I've kind of hinted at this in a couple of videos, why I haven't been around for the month. It's not because I've kind of fallen out of love with FIFA a little bit or anything like that. It is basically, again, as you may or may not know, if you're a follower of the channel on a regular basis, you will know that I suffer from depression. Part of the reason I give 50% of my profits from this channel to Mind, the charity that deals with depression, helping people with mental health issues and depression and anxiety, etc., etc. That is the reason I do it. So again, while we're here, please hit a like, hit a subscribe. It would not only mean a lot to me, but also means that I can give that 50% to profits to the charity Mind. So a good reason to do so. While you're there, also we have a sponsor for this season, 2021, which is U7Buy. You'll see them just above us. There you go. U7Buy. If you use code SAVE, that is SAVE, as in FIFA Save My Life, you will get another 5% off at checkout. At the moment, also during the Euros, they're giving you an extra 10% on top as well. So not only do you get 10%, but you get 5% off at checkout as well. So you can't say fairer than that. And also we have our Teespring shop down the bottom. You will find the link in the description along with the U7Buy. So let's get back to why I haven't played for a month. Partly, to be fair, we changed internet providers for a week, and that ballsed it up a little bit. Although I could still play, it wasn't going well because it was a bit slow. And it kind of was, that was an enforced break. But as I said, I have mental health issues in the fact that I have depression, bipolar, anxiety, etc. So I don't know how to put this, but I had a very bad time, and I was basically in threat, and I kind of did of suicide, I'd got to a point where I didn't want to be around anymore. So I was taken to what was called a men's crisis centre, which sounds bad, but it's really not, actually. It's quite nice. It's and they help you. They help you turn around. I was there for just over 2 weeks, and it teaches you a lot of skills, a lot of reminds you of how to cope with things that are coming into your mind, and they did me a lot of favors and helped me out a lot, and I came out very refreshed and not in the same place I went into. So basically I might have noticed my videos probably tailing off a little bit at the end of 3 or 4 weeks ago, and they weren't very good, and I do apologise. A lot of it was me going through the motions because, to be honest, I just didn't want to be here in any way, shape or form. But thank you to the Crisis House, my family, my wife especially, my son, for their support, and my mum and dad. They've been amazing, and my family in general. So every one of them's been amazing, and not to get too heavy and real, stuff goes on in the world, guys. It really does. There's people out there. While I was getting crap from someone pretending to be someone else and basically stalking the account a little bit, I was going through my worst time. So again, obviously that didn't help. So maybe the lesson learnt here is be kind to everybody, and you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. And there we go. So that's why I've been away for a month, unfortunately. Sorry to get real with you, but I have been away for a month and not playing FIFA. Kind of come back refreshed, kind of come back ready to go. Hit the ground running straight away. We had obviously Shaqiri come out on the day, and obviously the amazing Joshua Kimmich in that. So I have started doing videos again, and I wanted to do a tactics video because I needed something new, something fresh for the weekend league. I wanted to do a weekend league. I was terrible to start with. I literally had 4 in 14. 4 in 14! That is disgusting. 10 losses in my first 14 games, guys. So that was terrible and stinky and all the rest of it. So I binned out my old formation, and I sat and looked at different formations. In the one formation I really haven't ever done is 4-3-2-1. 4-3-2-1 properly, and I wanted to do it really well. So yeah, I kind of sat down, looked at different players that I had, looked at different ways of playing it, and came up with this. And I ended up with 17 wins with games to spare, to be honest. So I pulled it back. I had a great weekend league in the end. Not as good as it could have been, clearly, but I'm quite looking forward to this weekend league. And yeah, it's going to be good. So this is my formation. This is my end game formation, my friends. End game formation. I will not be changing from this. Players will just have to fit in it as I get them, or if I get them. So there you go. Right. Let's do the actual formation itself then. So, as you know, you've got, obviously you can see I've got a 4-3-2-1 formation. This could work. This could be fine, but it actually changes in game. And if you want to change it in game, if you didn't know, you go to custom tactics. You then go to either attacking, defensive, whatever you want it to, but it doesn't matter, guys. It doesn't make a blind bit of difference. I've put it in attacking, and there is your then tactics and your instructions. You can see players are changed over. So Ronaldo's gone from the left to the right. Dembele's gone from the right to the left. So again, obviously that suits him better. Messi's gone across from the right to the left, and he will become my attacking one, as you see. And again, you can move anybody player around what you want in the position you want, and you've still got 100% chem. So let's start with the tactics themselves. So we've got defensive style, press after possession loss. Definitely that. You do not run out of stamina, especially with the players that are out nowadays. Now, I don't have the greatest of teams anymore because, again, obviously I'm a month behind. I missed out on all the summer heat, whatever they were called, players, and yeah, I've not obviously got a summer stars one either yet. So it is, I missed out. My team is certainly lagging behind slightly, but that kind of shows the power of this formation. We've got width at 4. That is just a perfect width. Again, it keeps you from being too wide and spreading your defenders especially out wide and leaving massive gaps, because you've obviously got 4 at the back. You've got a depth there, guys, of a 7. Again, you could have 8, you could have 9, whatever you feel comfortable with, but I go for 7. You've got that automatic offside again. I know people love. I've kind of stuck to it because I just feel that it's kind of needed. Off style sense, now I'm usually in the long ball category, and that would work in this formation because the right wing and the left wing, or the right wing forward and the left forward, do tend to be activated quite fast and looking for the ball through, but it does tire them out a lot. And when you've got on press after possession, you do not want to tire them out any more than you do. You want them to last all game, especially in weekend league where you might end up going into extra time. So I have it unbalanced. I think that's a nice happy medium there, guys. We've got again a width of 3. We want to keep those 3 up front very tight. We don't want them as wingers. We want them, all 3 of them, as strikers, and the same with the midfielders. We want a compact 3 in midfield. So those 3 in midfield are very, very tight when it comes to the 3 width. We've got players in the box. We've got 5 there, guys. Nice and neutral, to be honest. We don't want everybody barging in. Again, you've got to remember the instructions override this. So the people we tell to go in the box will go in the box, but you want 5 is a happy neutral. Now again, corners, free kicks is completely up to you. You should know by now what you are comfortable with, whether you want only 1 because you get scared that you get caught on the press or the possession, or again, obviously, if you want to go gung ho and really go for the corners. I feel like always 2 and 2 is good enough for me. Now again, obviously you can see where I've set up the players. Now again, obviously, if you don't know, you can move players by pressing on X. and then just moving them from one side to the other. That is exactly what you do, and then they will stay there in that attacking formation. Right, let's go for the instructions. The instructions for the goalkeeper, I have comfort crosses and balanced. I do used to have sweeper keeper. I don't think it makes a blind bit of difference anymore. They seem to have nerfed it and taken it out, so I don't bother just in case it creates any more problems. Edison's kind of gone from the best keeper I've ever had to the worst keeper I've ever had, but I don't have any other keepers. I don't know what's happened in the last month, but Edison has gone downhill rapidly. El Rapido is definitely Edison's status with me at this moment in time. If I could get a better keeper, I'm kind of hoping that they put a Jordan Pickford in the next one. I would like Jordan Pickford to be in there. One of the Summer Stars ones. He's kept like 6 clean sheets or 5 clean sheets in the last games, so he really does deserve one rather than Claudio Bravo. But yeah, there you go. We got Edison at the moment for what we need. Comes crosses, that's a must for corners especially, but balanced because you can triangle them out anytime you want anyway. Defenders, keep them as they are. Absolutely keep as is. Won't make a blind bit of difference anyway. Right, we've got wing backs right backs and left backs. Right, these are nice and easy. Stay back while attacking and overlap. That is what I have on both of them. I want a flat back four. I don't want to be caught on the hop and that. It is hard defending because you don't actually have holding midfielders as such. You have 3 flat midfielders. So then, although you're instructing some of them, and you'll see in a sec, to stay back, there is still a gap, so you want as many defenders back as possible. Now you can have these guys marauding forward if you want, on balanced or join the attack, and it becomes a very attacked. But I would recommend to see how the game's going, and if you really want to do that, you can change it in game with the flick of a button, and obviously put attacking wing backs on there, and then they can attack. It's very simple. So you've got the option then, but I would always start defensive, feel out your team, feel out the opposition, and then see how it goes. Right, we've got 2 holding midfielders. I have Kevin De Bruyne and De Jong as my 2 holding midfielders. And the way they work is stay back while attacking, and to be honest, cover centre. That is the only difference. I have balanced cross runs for them, etc, etc. You can, again, the middle one I have toyed with, and I don't notice it makes a lot of difference, but I can, but occasionally I put stay on the edge of the box for cross, because I just don't want De Jong going in there. I want De Jong told back to sort of stay back, so you could put that. I kind of trust him enough to not have that, but you can leave that on there. The same with De Bruyne. He is very good at defending, but he's obviously a great pass master, and with Ronaldo down that right hand side, there's a great combination there of almost the perfect pass every time, and a good goal scorer in front of him, or great goal scorer should I say. We have stay back while attacking, and this time cover the wing. You want to cover the wing because obviously you've got your right backing, left back. It doesn't matter how much you say stay back, they will go forward occasionally. These guys then cover. So that's the 2 holding midfielders. Now the one striker, or one guy who joins in with the strikers, is there. Now you can have them on the left or the right, it's completely up to you, whichever way you feel. It really doesn't make a difference, but I have get forward on this guy and cover the wing. That is all I have. Get forward and cover the wing, and he will break into box. If you have a clever enough player, they will break into box. Now I could have De Bruyne, I could have Messi in there, I could have either one of them, but it is Messi, because I just don't want to waste the 98 rated Messi. He's amazing, and he does score quite a few goals for me from that midfield position. So he is your attacking cam, and then obviously De Jong and De Bruyne become your holding 2 there, guys. We have a Dembele and Ronaldo. Very simple, balanced on everything apart from get in behind. That is the same on those, and that is how they make those absolutely cracking runs and really do open up the wings, but without being wings, because remember we have that 3 width, so they do become a trio up front. With obviously Messi coming in, but the getting behind is absolutely essential, and the balance is great because obviously they're clever players, they know what they're doing. We have Morata stay central, because you want him to be central. You don't want him roaming around, because you've got two guys who are roaming around anyway on the wing, so you don't need to add to that. And mixed attack, because he's big. Basically Morata, the reason I've got mixed attack. And if you have a small one, I would maybe get him behind again as well, or something like that. The only problem is you're risking a lot of offsides, where Ronaldo and Dembele do come from deeper and do not get caught offside very often, where Morata is on the line. And I have mixed attack because he obviously can win stuff in the air as well as he can do it on the floor. And that is it, guys. That is how I have set up, and that is my end game formation and what I will be using until the end of the game, and maybe I'll even take it into FIFA 22. I am really loving this, mainly because it's just fun. It's a lot of fun. You're very attacking. You win a lot of games. You do lose a few games as well, and if you lose, you tend to lose big, but you do tend to win big as well at the same time. It is so attacking. People don't know how to handle it. It's not one of the standard formations that are out there that a lot of people are used to, the 5 at the back, etc., that a lot of people have neutralized now. This is kind of something a little bit new, something a bit different. I know a lot of pros are using it again now. It's definitely in the meta, guys. I'm going to show you some gameplay now. We're going to go through and see how it plays in game, and we'll go from there. So we've seen the tactics, we've seen exactly how to do it. Now I'm going to show you them in game and exactly how you can use them. We're going to go into a rivals game, and you're going to see how it works, where the players end up. Your players, to be honest, Vidic as well, a bit dodgy, along with just Gold Neuer. So yeah, could be an interesting game. I've got to win a couple more to get promoted today as well, so this will be interesting.
Hello everyone, the weather forecasters promised us a very
so go to attacking,
football, and that's exactly what we've got.
And it will change around automatically.
The commentary box is Lee Dixon, and on the menu for you is a division rivals game. Carlos Alberto.
You can see that run there from Ronaldo. He's obviously my one of my 3 strikers. Just makes the run. I was concentrating not enough on passing it back, and more talking to you guys. But that is a massive plus of this formation. There's that ball again. As you can see, it just absolutely opens up. Oh, it's so near to Messi. And there's that Messi running through. That's why it's so essential you've got Messi running through, or a player running through. I could have obviously De Bruyne doing it as well, and get another holding midfielder in there, but obviously I don't want to leave out 98 rated Messi, and it's kind of the perfect role for him.
Good defense to stop a decent looking attack. Lionel Messi. This looks threatening. Ronaldo. Well, just went a bit too early, offside.
Again, you can see that threat of how Ronaldo can break, and it's working perfectly. I actually don't like Ronaldo in the centre, particularly. I find him with his medium too lazy. But on the right, he actually comes alive.
It's got to be. The importance of that tackle cannot be overstated. Tremendous intuition to win it back. Paredes. Well, that is how to play advantage. Morata. I think you've got to conclude that was good refereeing. A free kick in the end after initially playing advantage, but it just wasn't there. He's been admonished by the referee. He's now got to walk. Could go ahead. And thwarting his opponent in the nick of time. The Lions look menacing.
Gotta be a pen.
Oh, he's given it. Penalty. And an
Penalty.
for them to jump in front. And there it is.
You don't save those. You don't save those.
Just one additional minute.
That's that ball.
Dembele. Opportunity it is.
Oh,
That would be straightforward for any keeper.
But you can see where Messi is there. He's breaking into the box. He's like an extra striker. So technically, at times, you've got four strikers. It's brilliant. But there you go. R9 coming off. Guy I've not been fan of, I'll be honest, until I did this formation. And he's on 7 chem, and he works a blinder button down there. I just didn't have a left winger to put in there, and put him in there, and I wouldn't change him for the world now.
Cleared away, but at the expense of a corner. Morata, that is a very fine challenge in difficult circumstances. Locatelli, Bruno Perez, and taken away. That's very effective, good high pressing.
The hosts are struggling in terms of possession,
That was
but
nice.
to their credit, they've been absolutely blistering.
Back
on
out to that right.
They just sit back, hit you on the break, and it's really working for this
Into
team.
the middle. Oh, so close to getting Dembele in. It's just patience. And they're even against her. No. Got obviously team of the year. Bruno Fernandes, very good. Got Puskas, amazing. Obviously he's got the same Alberto as I've got, which is good. He's got some very good players, as does everybody at this moment in time. So can we play and beat a team with very good players with this new formation? Great tackle.
Well, how about that for a piece of tackling to break things up? Paredes. Good visualization.
That's what I like. At the continuous running on down the right, you can create space every time. Oh, should have been a goal.
Morata.
No. No. Oh, good, he's celebrating as well. That makes me happy.
Ronaldo. On the ball, Morata. Dembele. Surely the equaliser. No worries for the goalkeeper. Morata.
Oh!
It's a goal. Level again. What a match this is turning out to be.
That's what Morata's got. He literally is a goal machine. I tried him for the first time in Weekend League. Now, I haven't played Weekend League for 4 weeks, as I said earlier on. And yeah, he genuinely scored goal after goal after goal for me. I was really impressed. So he is staying in the team until I get someone better. And again, he's only going to go up to 95 tonight by the looks of it. So obviously with Spain getting knocked out, you ain't going to get any further. But 95 rated striker is not bad.
Players waiting at the far post. Just the clearance that was needed. Messi.
Oh, it's a Lionel Messi! That is the importance of having a good player who can go up and score in your count, like your third man striking or third man midfielder, because that's what's going to happen. Is he's going to get in the box. He's going to become your fourth striker at times. If you have a bit of a goal shy guy, it's not great. Again, if he gets tired, I just move across De Bruyne, and then obviously just put in a holding midfielder like Soucek or something like that, and yeah, just see out the game. But he is amazing at doing that run. That's why he's there. Instead of being up front, he is actually better at running from midfield, I find. So clever.
What a vital intervention. A real struggle to contain him. Options in the middle. Oh, maybe the equaliser.
Did you see my defender then back off him?
options in the middle. Oh, maybe the equaliser. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Memphis. And a routine catch for the Brazilian.
So half-time 2-all. Again, against a really good team, to be fair. We've had pretty much equal play. I've had 55 possession. He's had 45, obviously. We have had equal tackles, pretty much equal shots. And yeah, been a good game, to be honest. The last goal was a bit weird. My player kind of just let him in, but there we go. I don't think any changes are needed at the moment. I'm going to continue as it is.
Forward stop for the goalkeeper there.
Yeah, weak shot straight at him, no problem for the goalie.
You've certainly got to give this man high marks for his work up to this point, Lee.
Well, there's never a bad time to score a goal, but just before half-time can be crucial. And he's got his team back in this
Corner.
game. What can he produce in the second half? Set pieces, they're so important. Listen,
Morata!
In the lead again, fully deserved.
That is why Morata's in the
Well, here
team.
we see it again, and the corner delivery is good.
Just
And he gets up for
beautiful.
the header. Quite frankly, it's a lovely finish. Brilliant goal.
Honestly, cannot recommend Morata enough. He's only 150 odd grand, I think. He's not much compared to what obviously these, a lot of them are these days. Still going to go up to 95 tonight. And yeah, he's just an absolute goal machine, whether he's on the floor or in the air. I love him.
Well, really rifling that one.
So there you go, guys. That is highlights of the game. And yeah, basically you can see how well it works at times. Not at best of games myself. I'm warming up, to be honest. These are my first games of the day. But you can see the potential for it. You can literally use that right wing, left wing. You got the guy down the centre. If you get the right guy in there, you got the guy breaking from midfield. Nice strong defence there, guys. It is the meta, and I mean the meta formation for end of game. It's what I'll be using for the end of game. I really love it. It also is fun. And if you can't have fun for the last 2 or 3 months of FIFA, then what can you do? There you go, guys. That is the formation and tactics for today. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Take care of yourself as always, and if you can, find someone who can. Bye bye.